From now on, we are enemies. You and I.
Here we have the small wings, the small flyers, harpies, snow harpies, succubi, sirens, strigoi, and gargoyles. Close range, medium range, and far range. The harpies at close range will usually do that, where they try to put you to sleep, or they have a claw attack, or they'll come at you with their claws swinging. You can dodge or block. That's the grab. When they scream, they'll grab, and that is the most vulnerable, because afterwards they will rest for a few seconds, and then you can run at them and have your way. There's the close range claw attack. You can dodge away. 2 dodges will get you safe, or you can do a perfect block, or you can do a full moon slash, invisibility frames. There it is again, 2 dodge rolls, and then you can go right back to her, and she'll be low enough for you to hit. The sleep attack is pretty easy to avoid. Just get far away. That is the medium range, where she swoops in to try to claw you. That one you can usually just walk away from, or perfect block, or just a single dodge left or right. It's a trajectory attack, so she doesn't really have deviation in her path. There it is again. Here it comes again. Nope, just gonna do that. Her little stupid breath attack leaves her wide open for attacks afterwards. Once it happens, just get behind her, and you can get a couple hits in. There's the medium range swoop. Two dodge rolls or a block, and then you can turn around and attack. Snow harpies are the same as regular harpies. Same attack patterns and everything. Same vulnerability after certain attacks, like that one right there. You can run back and get her. That's the medium range swoop. Breath attack, go right after her. The swoop attack doesn't really leave her vulnerable afterwards. She tends to turn around pretty quickly at that point. But the claw attack at close range, she'll usually hover for a little bit after that. And then of course the breath. But especially when they come in for the grab, that's the important one, and that's usually far distance. You can usually convince her to do it, or them, any of them really. Even Strigoi have the same attack patterns. There's the double dodge, turn around, couple hits. That's the medium range swoop, nothing to do there. Medium range swoop. Breath, run, get a couple hits. And the same thing with Succubi. Though they tend to go for the grab attack more often than the Harpies do. Which is a good thing, because that's the one that leaves them the most vulnerable afterwards, where they perch for a few seconds. If you can get out of the way by dodge, block won't work. You could just run to the point where you're running left or right to get away from that trajectory. That's the breath attack for them, which leaves them a little vulnerable afterwards. Medium range swoop. And now she's just sitting there perched, waiting. And the same thing with sirens, except they tend to use this a lot more often than the harpies or the succubi, and that doesn't bother us. It doesn't give us any debilitations or anything. All it does is heal nearby allies, so our enemies. Always a good idea to get rid of these sirens first before you start going after the others, like a Gore Cyclops or Elder Ogre, because they will constantly do that singing and just heal them. And their breath attack. That's the medium range swoop. There's the double dodge, turn around and attack. Or block, perfect block, invisibility frames, or invincibility frames. Gargoyles are the same thing as harpies, except they are a lot more aggressive with physical attacks, and they don't sing, so they're not going to do any of the singing stuff. They are mostly close range and medium range because they are faster and more aggressive. They'll do the claw, where you can double dodge or block. That's that one right there. This is the medium range, where they swoop in. There's the double dodge, turn around, get a couple of hits. And also the gargoyles have their grab attack, which can petrify us. Here it is. So if he misses, again, he sits over and he perches and waits for us to attack. That's the move. When you see his two wings flare out wide, he's letting us know he's going in for the grab. Can't be blocked, it can be dodged, can't be stopped with invincibility frames. So you just gotta run out of the way, dodge out of the way. Here's the medium range swoop, which can be blocked or dodged or invincibility frame. There's another version of the medium range swoop without the spinning animation and the tail uppercut, but same distance, same result. That's the animation, letting you know he's going to come in for the uppercut, which does hurt more, but still has the same time limit and distance. Strigoi are more like the gargoyles. There's the uppercut when he spins around. Since his body is a little bigger than the gargoyle, sometimes you need to dodge twice to get out of range, because he actually locks onto target. So where you go, he will follow. There's the spin and the uppercut, which leaves him open briefly if you turn around quickly enough. It can be perfect blocked and invincibility frames. There's the double dodge, turn around, get a few hits in. Spinning uppercut. And then once you trigger the far distance is when he goes in for the grab, which that's the same thing as the gargoyle. His wings spread open. Afterwards he's perched waiting. It's a little different than the gargoyle in that it can lock onto the target, so it's a little harder to get away from the Strigoi with dodge, roll, and running, because he can lock onto you a little better. And then perched and waiting. So the grab animation is the one that you're trying to get, because that's the most vulnerable.